Personal satisfaction. That's our subject this week. And as usual, JS is with me.
Yeah.
And we're going to tackle it from the beginning to the end. Okay, so shall we start by defining what personal satisfaction is?
As a storyteller.
You have a story to
I
tell.
have a story to tell.
Okay.
So who would like a pat on the back for a job well done? And when you get that, you know, personal satisfaction is the feeling that you get.
Absolutely.
I have 4 dogs, right? Well, the purpose for which I got them has been defeated because my daughter has a boyfriend now. But I have...
I like that.
I have 4 dogs, and the easiest way to train them is that you give them a task and then a reward. So when you get a reward at the end of a task, what you're passing on is that feeling of, you know, having achieved something. Yes.
Okay. Can we now put it into context?
Yeah.
And apply this feeling of satisfaction to public speaking?
Yes, public speaking is a display of your skills. If you do it well and you get as little as a smile at the end of it, it spurs you on to the next level.
Right, to do more.
To do even better, right? It helps your confidence level, which is the main thing really. If you're able to break that fear of facing the audience, you know, through an appreciation by the audience itself or the listener himself, then you would have been seen to have moved, you know,
from one point to another. Okay, now you mentioned that word fear, and of course we know that it's very real in the sphere of public speaking.
Yes.
Okay, but then if you are able to overcome that fear, it is supposed to be something like an empowering experience. Am I right?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Now, shouldn't that be some sort of indication that if you can do it for this, that is, if you can overcome this, then you ought to be able to equally overcome that?
You see, life itself is so dynamic, you know. There are so many things that would make you develop that fear or nervousness, okay? So it's not something that you go through and you never experience again. You may successfully go through it now, okay? But at the next encounter, you may not be as lucky. Once you know in your mind that the dynamics are always different for every engagement, mentally prepare yourself for the worst.
From what you're saying, my understanding is that you should take each one as a different assignment, as a different challenge.
Every meal is different. The same dish,
the same ingredients.
Right? It may even be the time of the day that it is being consumed that makes the difference. So every encounter, every engagement is an experience.
Okay. Now, let me hold on to that word, experience.
Yes.
Because I'm thinking, when we're talking about personal satisfaction and public speaking, it suggests to me that if in our minds each encounter is a task, if we are able to successfully navigate that task each time, at the end of it, even if nobody else applauds us, we should be patting ourselves on the back. We should have that sense of personal satisfaction that I set myself this task and I've done it.
And that's the beauty of public speaking. That's the beauty of executive speech skills. Because it doesn't only teach you how to deliver, it teaches you how to think logically and how to apply your you know, how to prioritize, like I say, put your thought process in the right shelves.
That's right.
And how to deliver them, right? How to feel the pulse of how to listen These are all of the elements that make up executive speech skills.
So, on a final note, maybe you can just make a comment about expectation by that person who is putting together that presentation.
You see, your expectation has to be reasonable because taste is subjective. Each guest's threshold or
palate
differs.
Yes.
Right? And that in turn would inform your expectation. So we always say to people that when you're in front of an audience, don't expect an applause.
If you get it,
it's
hallelujah.
It's a bonus.
So would you agree with me then, finally, that if I make the effort, if I do the work,
yes,
that process that I have gone through should actually be enough to give me personal satisfaction that I've done my best, even though I haven't yet made the presentation. Yes. But as you say, I can't guarantee that everybody will like what I've done, yes, but I'm sure that I've done the best that I can do, yes, to prepare.
Yeah, that means that you deserve something, not for winning, but for participating.
Right. So participation
is very important.
It's very important.
The fact that you were able to go upstage and face the audience, not everyone can do that. Okay. So you deserve thumbs up for that.
All right. So participation, yes, should give you personal satisfaction.
Yes.
Yep.
And then winning or getting an applause,
that's the icing.
That's the icing
on the cake. Thanks very much, JS.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll do this again.
Yeah, sure.